While we're in Doritos, let's start this.
And Monsters.
Sponsored by Doritos and Monsters, apparently.
Yes. No, I'm just kidding. And Fitbit.
Yeah,
the Fitbit too.
Okay, so we're fucking eat Doritos. So we're gonna do something different. Well, yeah, brush your teeth and drink that. That doesn't work. You have that minty taste to it. Okay, so we're gonna do our 5.
Swallow.
Okay, our 5 best PS1 games, and we're gonna go into depth and reason why these are our favorite 5. So I don't know. You want to go first, or you want me to go first? Because mine are very simple.
Okay. Shall we do the switch off?
One on, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
My top 5.
No, would you just go 1 and I do 1? And want me to do 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, what's number 5 for you?
I was about to say Fast Furious. Final Fantasy 7.
And why is it so good?
Well,
why are you putting it so low on the bottom? Trust me, Final Fantasy 7, if I did a top 10, it would be like number 9. So, okay, go.
Oh, that's... Well, because I didn't really play that much games.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. No judgy.
Okay.
Okay. The reason why I put that on there was because, one, I thought it was really cute. Because I played this when I was... I forgot what age. But I remember my cousin...
I was like 10 years old. Came out in 97.
Well, I'm older than you remember.
So you'd be 10 years old when it came out. When it came out, you'd be 10.
It came out in 97?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, 10 years old.
10 years old playing it.
Well, oh yeah, because my cousin always slept over.
Uh-huh.
No, yeah, that sounds about right.
So, what was it so special? And
well, because it's like, that was one of the first games that I got to really enjoy, and that was the first RPG game, actually.
Nice.
And also because it's like, I thought it was like, interesting, like, that was the first time I've ever seen, like, kind of pixelated graphics in a way. And it was like, I saw like the beast and everything. That they would battle.
The summons or the monsters that they would.
The monsters that they would battle.
Yeah.
And then I remember, who's the black guy again?
Barrett?
Barrett actually looks like that one wrestling dude.
The Rock?
No, not The Rock.
I don't know.
I would say Hawaiian if I was talking about The Rock.
I don't
He used to do the Slim Jim commercials. And I don't know, it was like, it was weird. And every time I got into a video game, I would try to copy their outfit. Not a cosplay, but in real life.
So you did like the Barrett's ripped, the army pants, and the ripped shirt.
The first time I ever had army pants was a year before I met you.
Oh, nice.
Excuse me.
Okay, the thing I'm gonna go with is for Final Fantasy VII is it's okay, but I swear Barrett in the game, and I get it. Like I said, rap was very popular in the '90s. I get that, but they made him. If you watched a lot of it, there was like so much listen to the dialogue, so much swearing, all this, and he was just like this hardcore thing. He was like a tough hardcore guy, and I just was like, oh my god, this is straight up '90s rap, and they just threw it in. They just threw it in his dialogue, and I was just like, okay.
Oh yeah, and I also thought that was interesting. It was a white boy.
Cloud.
But then I realized that he was Asian. So I'm like, is he white or is he Asian?
Who?
Cloud.
Japanese, I don't know. It's Japanese, I don't know. It's okay. I remember playing it a long time ago. I remember beating it. I'm like, okay, and then now I have it on pretty much every console now.
Yeah, and it was like interesting because it's like that was the first time I actually saw them go to bed, and I thought it was cute.
Well, oh yeah, never mind. That's the first one you played. Never mind, I forgot.
Mhm.
They all did that.
And it was like interesting how it has different like discs. And one time I thought I broke it. No, because I didn't know there were different discs, and that was the first time like, you know, when you open a CD, it's just like normal.
Did you have the ones that were like the flimsy cases? You open it all, the cases would fall out.
Yes.
It was always like the last, like
The case or
the middle disc would always fly out. I swear, when I got my first copy, I'm like, yeah, and all of a sudden the middle disc would fall out. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I think it was broken. But anyways, you're number 5.
The original Silent Hill, and the reason why is because I remember the first time I played it. I don't know why I played it. I played it at 3:00 in the morning, of all things.
And now we have it.
I played it. I played the game. I remember when I first played it, I thought it was that was great. Playing it at 3:00 in the morning, and I was just like, my God, the part where the little kids you run around the maze, and all of a sudden it's like, oh what? And like the first experience when you see those little kids, the first time through that pathway, and you try to get back, you're like, wait, what? And all of a sudden it's all blocked off, and you're like, fuck, and then you wake up from a dream, and you're like, oh shit.
And weren't you like playing in black and white?
No, that was Silent Hill 2. But when I played the original one, it was just like, oh, this is, and then it kind of felt like it was an open world sandbox style, because it was like, you go to this direction, go back to this direction, go to this one, solve clues, puzzles, survive monsters. That's what it was. I mean, it was really good, really creepy, and it was just that smog. The movie always kind of reminded me of The Fog, and honestly, let me tell you something. Play it in black and white. It is way creepier and darker in black and white, and that's what I really liked about it. Was it had that kind of, because it was all very cloudy. It had it deserves to be played in black and white. I don't know why, but it just kind of had that 1960s style, old fashioned, this haunted world, but in like. It had to be in black and white. And I get it. I'm telling you, even with the rust and all the other stuff in the game, it still would have been really creepy in black and white. Like all the kids in the school, and just the.
I actually thought those kids in the movie was adorable. That was weird.
When we watched the movie.
Okay. Anyways.
Okay, but yeah, that's my number 5.
Number 4. Tekken 3. Tekken 3 was...
Go.
The reason why is because Tekken 3, I actually played it on the demo.
Right. Nice.
And then later on, it's like from that demo, it was weird because... Have you seen that one demo for the original PlayStation? It was like multicolored.
Yeah.
It was like in a swirl. That's the one that I had. That's the one where I played Tekken 3, and then I played Twisted Metal, Crash Bandicoot, and then Rappa, Peppa the Rappa.
That's a good game, but
yeah, remember we played it in Walmart?
Yeah, we were playing it there.
Yeah,
that was really good. It was before Guitar Hero ever. It was like, this was something, but it had that kind of Dance Revolution.
Yeah,
but it was just like, it kind of felt like, okay, do this. It felt like, before Guitar Hero came out, this was the game that just like, hey, you want to play a really good game with like rap music, play that one.
And it was funny because if you fuck up, they actually showed the shit emoji. That's where I first saw the shit emoji.
Yeah, but that was in the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then now they have the shit emoji again, but with eyes.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what was your experience playing Tekken 3?
Tekken 3, I thought it was awesome because my favorite character was June. And then I remember on my birthday or something, all the cousins, we came over to my house and we were playing Tekken. Like, I forgot which one, but it was so cute. It's like, you remember Digimon? They had like the little orange dinosaur.
Yep.
And like, it was funny because in Tekken, I forgot which one is it. He like lifts up his tail and he farts. And that's his specialty. And it would literally knock the person out. But I thought, like, okay, so Tekken 3, hands down, was the original one that I liked first. Because I thought it was cute.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was so funny. My favorite character was June.
Yeah.
And she's the first one to see, like, with the whole, like, leggings, with the socks and the, you know, the strappy shoes.
Yeah.
And then, like, what is that? The one, like, the tank top with, like, the tie right here. Like, what girls do nowadays and with the hairband. Mm-hmm. I remember one time I literally tried to copy that.
But it didn't work out?
Yeah, because it was kind of like...
too sexual.
I looked horrible.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't have any shirt to tie.
Yeah. Oh, that's sad. That's a sad one.
And also, like, the other Tekken... I don't know, it's like the Tekken series started getting really interesting.
The one that we beat, remember? Yeah, me and Guillermo beat Tekken 7. We beat it like we sped run through it. Took like an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's like they had a robot that came from Terminator. They had a panda that clawed the shit out of you.
I remember watching this when it was Tekken tournament and the panda, and you just saw like the fucking balls of the panda. I was just like, what is this?
Yeah, and also remember Nina? She's like, every time you hear, she's like,
there's always a sexual character in it. But
none of them had blue hair.
I never really like got into it. But we played 7. That's the only one we beat it. That was fun. But I wasn't really into it. Sadly, because we didn't watch the story. And it's towards the end where I guess the father and son were fighting, and he turns into the monster.
Don't ruin for me, people.
Wow.
Anyway.
But that's the one. That's the only one I played, and I don't know. I might get into it, but I'm sticking to I'm starting to get back into fighting games, and I love the Blaze Blue one. I'm just like so hooked on it. I think I'm gonna get it the remastered version, which has everything unlocked for PlayStation 4. So I might just get that one. My number 4.
Question. What? What's that one game that we always play with? The Mama Sabrina one.
That's Blaze Blue. Yeah. That's a fun game.
I like that game.
$2. I bought the game for $2, and we've been playing it for fucking almost 2 years. I'd say about 2 years, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, my number 4. God, my number 4 is Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and the reason why...
I think I know your number 1. Okay, anyways.
Oh, wow. Dude, if anybody's watched my channel, probably knows what my number 1 is. But it might because something I've been playing, but no, it's a fun game, and you watch it for the story.
Okay, what was your number 4 again?
It's Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and I remember playing this. I remember the first time I played it, and I didn't get it the first time I played it, and I just put it away. Oh, let's play something else. But I put it away. And
every time you say Castlevania, I think of Phantom of the Opera.
Well, because remember you played some of it, and it's just like the wolves, and I remember you took a picture of me. You were like, while you and Carly were playing it, and you were watching it. I was working while you were playing it, and just that music, the opening music, where you walk in the kind of like da 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 da, and it's just.
And then she was like, I took a picture of her hands, like playing it.
And the music is great, and it's a great RPG. It's an action RPG. Oh my god, it's 2D sprites in a PlayStation game. Like, how can you go wrong with that? It was so perfect and so beautiful. I'm just like, it's a great one. And the sad thing, I was 20. The first time I played, I was like 20 years old, and so I downloaded it. I haven't got a physical copy of this, but I downloaded it. It's not that cheap. All these games that we're talking about are very cheap, which is sad.
I know, and then it's like, expensive as hell on the Game Boy.
The Castlevania. Well, I mean, a lot of the Castlevanias are
well, it's Nintendo. Never mind.
Nah, I think Nintendo is expensive.
Okay.
But it's the RPG elements and then fighting all this and fighting Richter and I remember which is sad because I remember. This is a hilarious story because way before we met and I got in. This is like I was 20 years old and I told you this story. I gotta tell you this story. This is funny. So I went on this date with somebody, whatever. And she didn't look like she was happy, and we bought dinner. I bought her dinner, and then just like, nothing. I could have took that money and bought the whole Castlevania series.
Wait, didn't you get a salad and you got a full meal?
Okay, I got a big ass burrito, and then she got like a little salad with water, and I'm like, she was kind of a big chick. I don't care. She's kind of a big chick, and I was like, and you got a fucking salad and water. I mean, I could have took that,
I'm watching my finger.
Yeah, right. And I could have took that money and got Rondo of Blood. That's the only one I didn't get because I was just like, why the fuck did I get? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Castlevania Symphony of the Night, the main ones. I didn't get Rondo of Blood because but now Rondo of Blood's like $100. I'm like, but. It's a great game. The music is good. The transformations, what you can meet. It's a classic game. It's so beautiful. It's you. I even listen to the music. The opening theme when he walks into there, start busting, fighting werewolves with that da 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 da. It's so good. I would work out to that style. I was like, And I would put it on loop and repeat because it's like a minute and 20-second song, so I had to repeat it. It's so good. It's just Frankenstein, horror, monsters, the Medusa, the Grim Reaper, Dracula.
And I feel like we're in a Doritos.
What else could you answer in an RPG horror game? Well, with Parasite Eve, but that's a good one too. But that's kind of like. These are my top 5 that I really, really like.
And we need to watch the movie after this.
Yeah. So what is your number 3? Dude, this is going on forever. Who cares? This is going to be a long movie because these are memories of us playing them. The emotions we had for them. Why are these our favorite games? So if this is going to be a while. So, I mean, we're still have, 3 more each. So, please.
Sorry. This tastes weird, but it tastes good.
Monster. Try a Monster and Doritos and brush your teeth. All in one. Tell me if that tastes good. So, okay.
The funny part is, I brush my teeth with the baking soda too.
So it's baking soda.
Toothpaste.
Baking soda, toothpaste.
Brush my teeth. Drank some water. He started eating Doritos, so I took out the Monster. I was supposed to have this for work tomorrow.
That's fine. Okay, so what is your number 3 favorite game of all time? Or your favorite PlayStation 1 game?
Tarzan.
Why?
I actually thought it was cool.
I never actually played that. I've seen it. I love the movie.
It's cute.
I love the movie, and I think the closest thing is playing the Tarzan game is playing Kingdom Hearts. That's basically the closest to get to a Tarzan game.
Let's put it this way: when you're surfing, through getting apples, I remember I keep fucking up on the first level. So I kept playing and playing and playing. Actually, once again, my cousin let me borrow it. And he didn't even have a PlayStation. I mean, that was his excuse to come over.
Nice. But,
I miss my cousin.
Sad. So, what was so memorable about it? What was so fun about it? Did you ever beat it, or?
Actually, this happened.
Okay.
So, the memorable part about it, whenever my cousin came over, we had the red Toyota pickup truck.
Right.
He would always, because we had the camper thing, right?
Yeah.
And my dad would always let us use the keys so we could put our stuff in the car, the truck.
So you had the cigarette adapter? Or no? Oh, so yeah, the city right and the screen that came with it, or?
Yeah, because like the camper, the the shelf thing, or yeah, like we would tell my cousin, we're like, come on, go inside, right? So many times he hid in there because he didn't want to stay in my grandma's house
Right.
and wait for his mom. Excuse me. Because his mom actually worked for the city, it would take a long time.
Huh.
She would come home like around 6, and my dad came home around like 3 to pick us up from my grandma's house. So he would just be hiding in the back, and he would just be laughing. And it was funny, he did that as a joke in the beginning, and then when he had the PlayStation, that's when he started doing that more. So my grandma would call, I remember we had like those old-fashioned phones in the garage.
Those ones? Oh, yeah.
And the buttons one, too.
Oh, it wasn't, I thought it was
Yeah, that one, too. And then he called, like, we had, like, the...
phone? I've never heard of that.
Okay,
I've never heard of that. The old school, like... Remember those, the cords, and you had to walk around.
We had the long
the
one,
old lady, the old lady with they would like, oh, I'm taking care of my kid.
But then we had the shoulder
with the
resting.
That little hook thing on your shoulder.
And then we had the long cord, so we could go anywhere around the house. Because I remember my dad's like, my grandma calls him, and she's like, "Is he there?" And he would walk around. Hey, Robert, where are you? Are you here? Jonah!
With his pocket.
Jonah! Do you know
put
where
his pocket
your cousin
in,
is?
put his head in his pocket.
Do you know where your cousin is? And then he would go.
Poor guy.
He would go like, oh, I'm gonna feed the dog, but if I find him, I'll try to send him back, right? So then, like, basically, like, my cousin would go like, he would call his mom. Because he's like, Tito Larry, can I please stay? Can I please stay? And he's like, oh, call your mom. I can't say anything because you're not my kid.
Right.
But okay. So the majority of the time they let him stay.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, yay. But yeah. We're just like... We had an entertainment center actually like this.
Well, a small one.
But a kind of bigger one.
It
was like steel.
The one we had was tiny.
And then it would be like planned on the ground. There's no wheels or anything. And then imagine, or actually, nah, you haven't seen it. You used to have this big entertainment center, but I think you've seen it in pictures.
Yeah, I've seen it.
With the big like TV like they had.
Yeah, the big TV and yeah, I've seen it. I think I really recorded it. Some of it footage. Your somebody recorded and documented. I've seen. I think probably seen it there.
Yeah. And but yeah, like I would just like be playing Tarzan, and it was just like he's like whoo whoo whoo, like it just reminded me of Donkey Kong.
It's some game I'm like on my bucket list. Donkey Kong 64 is on my bucket list to play.
Wait, we're on number 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways,
my number 3 is. My number 3 is Street Fighter Alpha 02. And remember this game? This is like we got married and then I picked it up and then we were playing a shitload of it. It was so fun.
Yeah.
We picked it up and we just played it, which was sad because we were like, oh yeah, we ended up like speed running through it multiple.
Were you on PlayStation?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah. I have it. We were speed running through it, like when Chong, whatever the fuck her name is.
Chun-Li.
Chun-Li's in her, not her schoolgirl outfit, but it has she's in, but it has I guess Ryu's #1 fan. She's in the schoolgirl outfit, and it's just like, oh, she must have took it, but it's just so cool, and it was just the colorful and the sprites and everything. It was just like I started because like the moment when I started playing Blaze Blue. Yes, we're going back to Blaze Blue because if you never tried it, go try it. It's really, you can get it for PlayStation 2, no, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. Go try it. Blaze Blue series is awesome. Don't buy a Guilty Gear. I remember it was so stiff. The controls were so stiff when I played it. But and then we were playing. It was I just remember seeing you guys play it. You're just like, oh my god, this is so horrible. I'm just like, I'm glad I did not play. I played it a little bit and I'm just like, no. But Alpha Zero 2 was so cool and it was great and then just try to get to the last boss and just fucking fighting Akuma. I was just like, fuck you, Akuma. And it was just, it's so awesome. And it's just a beautiful game. It's just like, and playing that one's just like, my god. It's just like, how long is this gonna go? And there's like multiple times. It's just like, when I'm not playing, when I'm not playing Mario games, or not playing Blaze Blue or Twisted Metal, I'm like, I think if I'm alone, I'll play it, with my daughter when I'm like, if my daughter's asleep, because you can beat the game in like 15-20 minutes. Bam, fast game. But it's just, when I take it, I'm just like, okay, I want to play it and get my time out of it. But it's so fun. It's just like change all different colors and the snow level, reuse snow level. I always love that one. And we always try to find him. We're like, where is it? And we could never find him.
Oh yeah, didn't we get the anniversary one for our PS4?
Yeah, we got the anniversary one, and it wasn't the same as playing it on the PlayStation 1. It was just it didn't feel right playing it on there. But so that's why I kept going back and was like, oh yeah, this was fun. I love Street Fighter 2, but when I got into Street Fighter Alpha 2, I was just like, Alpha 1 was okay. Alpha 3 was fucking crazy. But it tied because you wanted to know the ending of Alpha 2 because it was just like, will he fight revenge? And it didn't feel like that. It didn't feel like after you beat Akuma, he disappeared. And it's just like, I will get my revenge when you play Ryu stage. You're like, I'm gonna get my revenge. So I was so excited to play Alpha 3. And then all of a sudden, spoiler, if you've not played it, please go play it. And or if you're not, if you know what I'm going from. And it's Saigon, and he's controlling him, and he's controlling Ken. He's like the puppet master to him, and you have to fight him in Saigon. I'm just like, what the fuck happened to Akuma? I was just like so disappointed. I'm just like, But Alpha 2 is so awesome because it leaves off on a cliffhanger so well. Even remember with Chun-Li and then where Bison kills Chun-Li's calling father, and then in the next one he's just like, ha ha, revenge. It's just like, what? She seeks her revenge, but it's not what it is, and I'm just like, oh my god, no, Alpha 3, just like, you fucked it up way much. I was so depressed. But I just kept coming back to that one because I know it's that cliffhanger, but it's just so good, and just the sprite animation. It's like a lot of the games that I picked had a very sprite, the 2D anime style. Because yes, I'm starting to get way into it, and it just keeps going and going better. And then that's what I want to do with it, and just oh man, it's just. It's so beautiful. Like, what are you gonna say? You can go get it on the anniversary. You can go get it on the PlayStation 3. Download it. $5? If you really want to play that one. It's good. If you want to know the story, it's kind of bad. I already spoiled it for you. If you don't want to know it, please. It's so bad. The third one's so bad. But I love the Street Fighter series. But I'm waiting for a better Street Fighter game. Because we played a little bit of 5, which, yeah, we got our asses kicked. If you want to watch that video, it's on my page. Remember that, where we got our asses kicked multiple times. I mean,
it's on my Instagram page.
He's just fucking
annihilated us.
He annihilates us all. Like once he gets a character down, he's just like, fuck. But when we were playing Dragon Ball Z, no, it was Capcom versus Marvel, and you were kicking everybody's ass with Rocket. It was just like, oh shit. And no, I wasn't holding back. I was literally trying my best. But you bring Rocket out, and just like, it was like, what the fuck? And then Gru would come out sometimes, and it was like, you have fucking 4 characters out.
But then there's times I didn't even use him, and I still beat your ass.
Yeah. I'm good at Blaze Blue. That's basically that's my Toku. We're gonna have to do our top 5 fighting games, but that's so. Please, what is your? This is already up to half an hour. What is your fucking number 2 pick?
You're already spitting on my face, and I'm the one eating.
I'm so sweaty. I'm like excited because we're coming up to the 2-1, and the 2 for my favorite 2. She knows what my 2 are. I think I know what her number 1 is. I could be wrong. I think I know which one it is. I don't know which one is your favorite one. I think I know.
I'm stuck between 2. Okay. If I go like this, it looks like I'm flipping them off. Okay, so I'm stuck between 2, okay? Crash Bandicoot or Twisted Metal 2.
Which one is like game wise? game value wise, which one would you say that's great? Because honestly, it's really good. Both of them are really good. Crash Bandicoot is I can tell you some stories about that one. But Twisted Metal 2, you got me. I mean, I've heard of this series. I just didn't get into it until you and I got together. I mean, I've always heard of this series. I mean, I remember Twisted Black always got to me because it had that, the Rolling Stones painted black in the beginning of it. Every time you would boot up go to the start menu, and I just always liked that. Always loved that part. And but what is it? What would you say?
I guess. Fuck.
Yeah.
Because Crash Bandicoot and Twisted Metal 2, I think those were the original games I got when I got my PlayStation from Toys R Us.
Yeah. I can't remember where I got my first PlayStation. It was at this toy store, and I think I don't know if, I told you the story. It was by Walmart. Yeah, that one. I don't remember what that one's called. But I knew the guy.
KB Toy Store.
Was it?
I think so, yeah.
But I knew the guy I went to school with. He worked there. And then now he has like 4 kids. I'm like, what the fuck's everyone having like 4 fucking kids? Get out of high school.
You only have 1.
I'm like, no. But they've been a lot of people like already were just like had these kids way before me. I'm just like, my God. But yeah, what would you decide? What would you say is better?
I think I would say Twisted Metal is. Okay. I think my number 2 is Crash Bandicoot.
Why
the original one.
Oh, yeah.
Well, because I thought it was freaking awesome.
Oh.
Because it's like, it was funny. I used to play it so much that I actually started eating peaches because of that game.
No. What was your favorite level? Oh my God.
Can I name the one I hated the most?
Which one?
When you were being chased by the fucking boulder.
Yeah, those were the... Okay, you're gonna need... Remember, before you get to Cortez, Cortez, do you remember that one where it's just like, you could end the game if you had all the crystals, and then there's this one where you just jump across, and then you go to the next one and you beat it? I always thought that was the funniest one ever. It's just like, hey, the fastest level, boop! And I would do it on purpose. I would die just on purpose. Like, oh, I can't beat the level because it's like that gap. It's a small gap, and I would just do it on purpose. And people would piss me. I'm like, come on, we're gonna beat the game. I'm like, no, I can do this. I would piss them off so much, and we'd run out the lines and go, oh, we gotta put the code in. Beep 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 beep. I remember when they had the codes, and then we had to go back a couple of because then you had to beat all that. I would do it to piss them off.
Yeah.
But what was your favorite one?
I got to the point where we had a notebook for codes.
Yeah. That's why I used to have like a little small notebook, type in the codes, like, and like, even if, because like I would bring it over to because I would have a memory card, and my dad was like, don't bring your memory card over to your friend's house. So I would have to write it down, go over to their place, because they would have it. Because I think my dad was like very like, no, don't bring the game over. And if they did, they would write your name on it, the game.
My mom too.
So if we wouldn't do that, shit.
Ow.
But I think my favorite one was the Wild Hunt. That was my favorite level. of all time. I just remember it was so good. And then when they remade it, I was just like, people were like, oh, I could do this level how many times have we tried? We ended up dying so many times. We're like, fuck, we're not gonna make this. Oh man, there's some funny stuff.
No.
Now, okay. Am I on my number?
So much more.
Am I on my number one, or are you on? Or what is so much? Sorry, just keep going.
What's your number 2?
My number 2 is, which I never thought it would be my number 2 because I recently beat this, and I remember when I beat it, I was so excited to beat it, and she called me up. And she was on her way home from work, and I'm like, I'm on the final boss, and I'm just like, no, I'm gonna beat this. And my phone's going off. I'm like, I don't care. And then she comes there, it's like, what if I was like in an accident? I was just like, yeah, knock on wood, and you're playing this game. I was like, cause I was so into it because I was like, I'm not gonna beat this boss again because the timer was going off, and I'm like, I am not gonna beat this. I'm like, I'm gonna beat this game, and it's like just counting down and counting down. I'm just running around, the thing just throwing arms.
And I bet you people at this point you're like, what is it?
Silent Hill. I'm at Silent Hill. I'm at Resident Evil 2. I never thought it would be my number 2 because it's so fun. We would make fun. Like remember when I would get up to Ada and I just Ada, and I would just run around like do the 10 controls, and this Leon would be like running around in circles, and and I would like, hey, how you doing? And
oh yeah. Oh no. Wait, you said Resident Evil?
Resident Evil 2. Remember that? We just played around, everybody come over, the spiders, and like the fucking spider. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. The spider killed me. I'm like, I was like, I had this, because I didn't save it. I had to do the whole thing all over again. I'm like, I can do it. And I was pretty far. The underground sewers with the big spiders, no, it was like the spiders and the crocodile. It was just like, oh yeah, I'm tough. I was like cocky with the crocodile, and I got it was the spider. No, it was a spider because it was just I beat the crocodile, and I'm coming back. After beating the crocodile, getting all that stuff, going back there to unlock the next area, so we can the next area, and I'm walking back. Acid kills me like that. I'm like, I was sad. I was just like, I had to do it all over. And she's like, smart ass, and just cocky. Wait, here's the thing. Advice. Once you get to the sewer area, in that little area, please save there. Because once you get in there, just fucking, you have, what's his name? You have, the, Birkin. You have Birkin that you have to kill, like, so many times. And then fucking, Ada is just always all trying to find something to do, and you're like, you have to protect her. And then she died. Or she doesn't die, or I don't know. Ada's alive. If you ever played this one, yeah, like I said, these are all spoilers, but these are my memories of playing it. I just never thought it would be, because I remember buying it back in the day. I had the cover. Back in the day, I got it. I got it at a thrift store, and I got it for $2. It's like $2. I'm like, sweet.
Okay.
And then you remember, and like, which I was so sad that when I got it, the case and everything, and then when I gave her the disc. And then I told her, like, oh my god, I didn't know, I forgot that it smelled like perfume. And it's so strong.
Fucking dude, we opened it.
And perfume was that strong. It was like, oh, I haven't touched it in so long. It was just, there's so much perfume on it.
A Filipino previously had it. She's like, I'm gonna make you remember me.
It's like, literally, the perfume won't go away. It's still on there. I'm just like, oh, are you fucking kidding me? But yeah, it's great, and it's just, the CGI cutscene, it's fun, it's great.
It's so funny, yeah, they heard that I used it.
Yeah, they worked like 40 minutes, but trust me, once I get to my number 1, it's just like, oh my god, I'm not gonna shut up. Okay, so what is your number 1?
Number 1 is Twisted Metal 2, like what I said. The reason why I said that's my number 1, because actually that's the first one that I love the graphics on.
Yeah.
And also, I love the Friends level.
French, yeah.
It's like, and then in Moscow, you literally have to, you get to go in pools in the buildings. You get to break down walls and then go in the pools, and then you get to jump off like the freaking buildings.
And it's like
and then there's like the code for Sweet Tooth.
Right. It's just like, yeah, it's hidden. It's hidden in one of the levels that you have to find him.
Me and my cousin would, like, if we knew one of us had to go, we would play the Moscow level because it's a small field area with a freaking tower in the middle, like the windmill. And sometimes if we appear in there,
oh, it's Friends. Oh yeah, and
no,
then
France is the one with the Eiffel Tower. That's kind of big.
But isn't it that was like huge? There's actually two game fields too, because if you jump onto the France, onto the Eiffel Tower, if you could shoot onto the buildings, it's like a bigger area, and this is like all this other stuff in there. That's what I remember about that.
And then you get to enjoy the Mona Lisa too.
Do you remember like when we got it, Twisted Metal 2, and the crappy controller I had? It would just like drive on its own and automatically shoot and go in circles and just like.
And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
But see, the first I didn't even play. I never played it in my life.
But it was still annihilated. And I remember when we played it with Guillermo too. He goes like, how do I do this?
Everybody hated that controller. I always gave it to the second player. I'm like, here you go. Everybody hated that controller. They're like, no. But which is weird because I could only handle that controller. Everybody else couldn't handle that controller. I'm like, how can you guys not handle the controller? But when I played that game, I was like,
nope.
Like, here, you. And then it was just like a couple hours. Just like we were playing it, and then I had to go to work. And then so we went to GameStop and got 2 controllers. You're like, no. Like, these ones, look. These are the ones that I still got. See? These are the ones that we still got. And they work, but they don't work on fucking Guillermo's. We go to his house, they don't work.
Wait, is this the broken one?
No, they both work. It's on Guillermo's. They suck.
Oh, okay.
They're like, I don't want to.
Your number one.
My number one?
Damn, this looks good.
You know what my number one game of all time is?
My arm. Ew.
Yeah, that's true. No, it's the Land Before Time racing. Have you ever played that as a kid?
No.
Oh my god, it's so...
When you told me, I thought you were joking.
No, it's a real game. I remember going... No, this is not my favorite one. I just gotta tell you the story. And I remember going to Best Buy. And my dad was like... Because I loved The Land Before Time. So my dad got that game. And it was a motorcycle game.
I think we mentioned about this one time.
But it was a motorcycle game. I didn't mention the motorcycle one.
Okay, but it's almost an hour, so...
Okay, so... Oh shit, this might go for long. Okay, so I'm gonna make this quick as much as possible. Okay, and it's obviously Metal Gear Solid. Mm-hmm. And the reason why that is because, my god, there's so many memories. The first time I played it, I downloaded it. On PlayStation. I was like, what is this? I've downloaded that one and the VR missions because I guess... it was fine. And... I started playing it, and I remember that this is the point. When I downloaded it, my mother was like screaming on top of her, like yeah. But there was like a fucking there was a drug bust going on the other side. I'm gonna put this in. I don't care. There was a drug bust going on the other side, and my mother was like, yeah, happy about this, and she was excited. She was like, yeah. She's banging on the table. I was just like, we were like, what the fuck is going on?
See, kids, what happened when you don't really pay attention to your surroundings?
We were like, what? And I was into it. It's like the story like swoops you and it's so good. And it's just like you sit there watch the story and you're just like, oh my god, this is good. And then you know, the first time, like I said, and like if people heard this story before, the first time I got to Psycho Mantis fight, I was almost late for work. I literally was almost like, because I was like, no, I can beat it. And I kept fucking killing Meryl. Because I tried to figure out how to kill Meryl. And I was like trying to grab her. Because it was like you're supposed to grab her and then choke her. And it was like try to throw her. And every time I would choke her and kill her. And then all of a sudden, you know, Colonel Cameron would be like, Snake, what did you do? You killed her. And it was just like, oh, fuck. No. Snake would get mad. He's like, Meryl, no. And then Meryl, he would get sad for killing her. And I was just like, oh fuck, man. I was so intense with it, and then. Ah, shit. What else is there? Like, it was so intense, and then trying to get through it. And it was like when I beat it. When I beat that one, it was like, oh, relief. I look at the time, I'm like, fuck. And I had to be at work at 10 at the time. So, I got up. I would usually get up at 7 in the morning, play the game, eat breakfast, get ready, play the game for a couple hours.
Drug bus.
Leave by 9 o'clock.
Drug bus was early in the morning. Dude.
No, it was after in the afternoon. When I first started playing, it was like, I want to say about 6 o'clock. I remember it was a cloudy day.
And 6 o'clock in the morning?
6 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a cloudy day. Evening, yeah. And yeah, that's when I remember that. It was cloudy day. I was like, yeah. And then I got that far. I beat it, saved it. Obviously, mailing, saved it. Went to work, ran to work, came back. The fucking dogs. I'm like sneaking around. No, sorry. No, the sniper wolf fight. And then the dog, sorry. That one, the first time I ever beat it, it was easy. Now, every time I try to beat it, I fuck it up. I'm like, how the fuck do I fuck it up? Like, the second sniper wolf fight is easier because you just go around the corner, throw throwing missiles at her and go, the game on. But because the second one, you had to get the medicine so it can calm you because your camera, your gun, you would shake and you would move, and then with that much drugs, it would mess it up, and then you're like, and then going up that long after you beat Sniper Wolf the first time, going through the wolves, get that, no, and then going up that long ass fucking hill, throwing grenades, throwing everything, a lot of grenades. When you're going up that long staircase, grenades. Drop the grenades, run, drop the grenades, drop the grenades, shoot, drop your grenades, run up it, and hopefully have enough fuel or a couple of rations, because after that you gotta find fucking liquid on top of a building, and you have to sniper him with a big ass rocket, hit him, hide. That, I remember I got frustrated, and it took me so long that I stopped the game for like a couple of weeks. Went back in a couple of weeks, went and played Metal Gear Solid 4. Got up to the part where I couldn't fight Vamp, and I'm like, it was that part where you're supposed to stick in the nail, and every time I did it, I couldn't figure it out. So I went back to it, went back to Metal Gear Solid, tried to fight it. Trying to beat it finally, thank God. And I had a lot less in health, and then you get down the elevator, fucking four assassins are in the elevator with you, and you're like, oh my God, I got this much health left. But luckily, one of them has a ration in it, so you have to know which one has the ration in it, so you can at least get your health straightened back up. And then after that, you have to fight Sniper Wolves again, which is easy. Just go behind them, and then after that, you're gonna have to go into fight, Raven. Oh yeah, the first time with the tank fight, that was easy with the tank throwing it in there. And then the second time you're fighting him, you have to sneak around. I always remember this.
Wait, why are you telling them?
What? I always remember this when you went before you got into Raven's terror. I swear I don't know why I remember this. This is funny.
Seriously, with you, they don't need a look on how to fucking play the game, because you're just like telling them detail by
but
detail.
This is how memorized this game is. I remember all this time because I swear I don't know. I understand because at the time.
Go potty.
Oh, well, you can go and come back. But every time that, I swear this was always weird because at the time I was talking to discussing business about I was making Holland Falls, the score for Holland Falls, and I swear every time I got up to Ravens, the Snow Raven one, she would always fucking text me about what the score was every single time, and that's always in my head. Every time that happened, I always was like, okay, she's gonna text me, and it was always weird about the score. Like, oh, I have a new score every single time, and then
she's helping you out.
Yeah, she was helping. This is how much I'm sorry, but there's so many memories of that, and the first time I tried to fight the Rex. Took me forever. I gave up on that. Went back to play Metal Gear Solid 4. Killed Vamp. Played all that. Said, okay, I'm ready to finally finish this. And it was basically at the moment it's easy to just get stun grenades, store it so that the technology went so you could just start shooting missiles, and then all of a sudden on the second one, once your health is all, make sure you're fully packed up in the second one, and just second round, and just grab the missiles and just keep shooting at Liquid until he dies. Well, never mind, Liquid never dies. And then obviously the fight.
Well, obviously on this game he dies, but of course he comes alive.
He comes alive in a hand. I'm like, he's fucking dead. But yeah, that is it. I mean, I can go on and on and on and on and on. It's a great game. Great. If you want to watch a great movie, watch fucking that. Okay, and that's our top 10, our top 5 favorite PlayStation 1 games. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you're this long. I know this is like 15 minutes long, but
I think people already fell asleep.
They fell asleep through it, but thank you for watching it. Have a good day, have a good night, and like I said, we're sorry about what happened to Zero, but we will make another film. I'm gonna go. Bye-bye. Good night.